After the table, I'm going to create a new button, and to this button, we are going to perform some styling with the help of Tailwind CSS. Let me add click me as a text for this button. This is how my button being visible right now on the screen. Let's try to style this button. As usual, first we need to type class name, followed by I'm going to apply some padding with the help of px-6 and py-2. After padding, I'm also going to apply margin spacing of 4 units in all the directions. After this spacing, I'm going to apply some background color to my button with the help of blue-400 class. And whatever text that we are going to have inside this button, I'm going to make it white color. That's why I'm trying to use text-white utility class. The corners, I'm going to round them. That's why I'm trying to use rounded-LG. In case if someone is trying to hover on my button, I'm going to apply some hovering style. After typing hover : you can mention whatever styling you want to apply. In this scenario, I want to change the background color to BG-blue-700. I'll also try to apply some animations when someone tried to hover on this button. That's why after BG-blue-700, I'm trying to invoke transition utility class. And this transition, I want to happen over a duration of 300 milliseconds. So let me save these changes. Inside my browser, you'll be able to see the button is looking nice. The text is not converted to white. Let me check what's the problem. There is a typo issue. Let me correct the spelling and save this. Now I'm able to see the text in white color. If someone is trying to hover on this, you'll be able to see the background color is being changed. Do you see how easy it is? Maybe let me try to build one more button so that we can try to add more animations. I'm trying to copy the same code and paste it here, followed by I'll try to change the background color. This time I'll use BG-red 500 as a background color, and text white and rounded LG. I'm going to use them as it is. Under the hover, I'll mention BG-red 700 as a background color, followed by this time I'm going to increase the duration to 500 milliseconds. Next, I'm going to use one of the transition effect, which is ease in out, followed by I am going to use transform utility class. With the help of all these utility classes, I'm trying to apply some animation effect if someone is trying to hover on my button. After transform, I'm going to mention hover followed by colon, and the effect that I want to apply is scale-110. The button is going to be scaled to the 110% when someone is trying to hover with this animation effect. Let me change this text here. Maybe this time I'll try to mention the text as hover me. Let me save this change and go to the browser. I got the new button. If I try to hover on this, you'll be able to see the transition effect is getting applied whenever I hover on the button. The size of the button is getting increased because we have mentioned the scale as 110 here. If I try to mention 150, the transition effect will be more visible. But in general, 110 is recommended because the transition effect or the animation effect will be very small and it will look nice. Next, I want to show you on how to style a card component with the help of Tailwind CSS. Let's imagine we are trying to display some product information with the help of card component. It is going to be super quick and easy with the help of Tailwind CSS. First, I need to create a div inside my app.jsx. Under this div, I'm going to have an h2 element which is responsible to display the title of the product, followed by I'm going to have a paragraph which is responsible to display the description of the product. After the paragraph, I'm also going to have some button which is going to help the end user to navigate to the detail page of the product. Under H2, I'm going to mention the text as Tailwind card because I'm trying to build a card component. Under the paragraph, I'm going to mention the text as this is a simple card built with Tailwind CSS. Under the button, I'm going to mention read more as a text. If I try to see the demo with this content inside the browser, obviously it is going to be very ugly. As you can see here, I'm just seeing the plain text, nothing else. Let's try to style this content with the help of Tailwind. First, for the div, I'm going to apply some styling. Very first one is rounded hyphen LG followed by shadow hyphen LG. Background color, I'll use something like indigo 100. Let me go to the browser. This is how our div is right now being visible, but we can still do a better job in preparing our card component. Let me mention p-6 class to bring some padding. Now the padding is applied in all the directions. The only problem right now is our div is being displayed in the entire screen. But usually the product should display with a very small width. That's why what I'm going to do is I'm going to invoke the max-w classes. So here I'm going to use SM class. With this, my card component, it is going to have a maximum width of 384px. If I save this, now the width of the div is adjusted properly. As the next step, I'm going to style my H2 element with the help of text to Excel followed by font hyphen bold and margin bottom of 4 units. If I save this, the H2 text is being displayed as I expected. Now let's try to style this paragraph. For the paragraph, I'm going to simply use a single class which is text hyphen gray hyphen 700 so that the paragraph text it is going to be displayed in a different color. So right now there is a clear differentiation between the H2 and paragraph text. As a last step, we need to decorate this read more button. First, let me type class name here. Followed by, I can try to copy the content that we have here. Let me copy this and paste it here. Now our button should look good. As you can see here, the button is ready and within few minutes, we're able to build the card component from scratch. Do you see how easy it is? Without the knowledge of actual CSS, by just learning the utility classes from the Tailwind, I'm able to style my HTML elements very easily. Of course, there is a drawback with the Tailwind CSS, which is there'll be too many class names inside your HTML or inside your JSX code. Few people may not like this, but believe me, this is not a big disadvantage. By using the extension Tailwind Fold, we should be able to hide all these class names during our development. If you ignore this disadvantage, Tailwind is providing lot many other advantages. For example, you don't have to worry about the scope of your styling. Every HTML element will have its own styling. Whatever styling you are trying to mention here, it will be scoped to the respective HTML element. Apart from the scope, you can also style your elements uniquely for your own website or for your own application. Whereas if you try to style the components with the help of Bootstrap, you may end up having very similar styling like other websites where they are using Bootstrap framework. I hope you are happy with these demos. I'm going to provide the slides explaining all the demos that we have discussed so far. So don't try to take any notes. I'm going to share the slides for your reference.